Yo, what up, it's Don.
Samuel here.
Soul Brothers, Kyrie versus PG.
Ooh.
PG2 versus Kyrie 5.
Yes.
So let's get right into it. If you want to cop either of these, links are down below. Let's start with the traction.
Traction.
That's an L for the PG2s.
I mean, the PG2 isn't bad, but it's just like not as hard of a stop as the Kyrie 5s. You know?
Right.
So, so the Kyrie 5 did need to break in. But once I broke it in, has a really good hard stop on a clean court. But on dust, once you break it in, it does pick up a little bit of dust. But once you do a slight wipe, you should be good to go. And outdoor use, outdoor use is probably not the best option, but I have really no fraying and I have no, rubber coming off or like ripping off or anything. I feel like it should be not the best, but I feel like it'll be a little bit better than most shoes on outdoor courts. So there's that, but the PG2.
Yeah, the PG2. Both these traction patterns are super deep.
Yeah.
Super deep. The PG2 being actually deeper.
Yeah.
And one of the softest rubbers I've ever felt on an outsole.
Don't play with those outdoors.
Do not. Probably don't even play with them indoors. I mean,
yeah,
they're decent, but
yeah, the translucent pair on mine just freaking ripped off, and I only play in them indoors. So
yeah.
Durability sucks. On a clean court, it has a pretty good bite, but not as hard of a stop as a Kyrie 5. On dust, it's not crazy affected by dust, but it's still like not a great bite.
Yeah.
And
not top tier.
Yeah, and also the outsole curvature, of course, is always welcome. I love the outsole curvature on the Kyrie 5s. The PG2 is just flat. So Kyrie 5 for the win there. Moving on to the cushion. It's actually pretty similar.
Right.
So they both have Phylon midsoles. I would say the Kyrie 5 has a little bit more of a compression in the heel. It's still stiff, but I feel like it's a little bit more plush. And also the insole is a lot nicer. Yeah,
the PG2 heel is dead ass.
Yeah.
You have a zoom unit in the forefoot, which does a little bit.
Yes.
Not a whole hell of a lot, but which one could you feel the zoom in more?
The Kyrie 5, I can feel it a little bit more, but the PG2, I can feel it as well. I did need to break in both of the shoes for the zoom.
Right. The PG2 having just a smaller zoom unit in the forefoot.
Yes.
They implemented a new technology in Zoom as far as we're concerned.
Yes.
Which is Zoom Turbo.
Yes.
Which pretty much encompasses the entire forefoot and actually wraps around a little bit.
Yes.
It's articulated throughout the entire zoom unit, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. So like I can feel it throughout the entire forefoot in the Kyrie 5. The PG2 obviously is more just, I guess, that little strip where your foot is. I guess kind of like where the ball of your foot is.
Yeah.
But the PG2 feels a little bit like bouncier, a little bit thicker, because like the Kyrie 5 I think is a little bit thinner of a zoom unit and also articulated.
Right.
So it's like kind of a weird feeling, but I kind of like the Kyrie 5 a little bit better. Like I like feeling it throughout the entire forefoot. And also the compression in the heel is a little bit better, so if you do a heel strike, I feel that like the Kyrie 5 has a little bit better of an impact protection. And also the step-in comfort, the PG2, it's actually a pretty nice insole, but the Kyrie 5 is really soft. I really like the step-in comfort from the insole from the Kyrie 5. So just because of that, I feel like the Kyrie 5 edges it out by a little bit. Even though the PG2 cushion is pretty nice. So there's that.
Upper materials.
I give it a tie, dude.
Yeah, they're both not bad at all. This PG2 is actually pretty damn nice for the price.
Yes.
This is a dirt cheap shoe, but somehow they implement pretty good materials.
Yeah,
actually really good materials.
In hand, it doesn't feel like the most premium, but on foot, like it feels good.
And it doesn't look too cheap.
Yeah.
Like some of these real budget model shoes, from a good ways away, you can be like, that's a cheap ass shoe. You know?
Exactly.
But these don't really do that.
Yeah. The Kyrie 5, you have an EM. They're both pretty thin. I would say around the same thickness, so pretty damn thin.
The Kyries feel a little stiffer, or a little stronger.
Yeah, a little stronger.
Like stronger of a material.
Yeah, once I break it in, I broke in the Kyrie 5 Black Magics, but the Tacos I only played in a few times. It's not fully broken in yet, so it's still a little stiff. The PG2 is pretty soft right out the gate.
So it's a tie?
Yeah, I guess like in hand and on foot,
Right.
I give it a tie. You know, they're both thin. Feels pretty nice on foot. So there's that.
Fit.
Fit, good true to size for both of the shoes. They both fit slightly narrow. I would say the PG2 is a little bit tighter width-wise, and but for me, they both fit my foot really, really well. I like the addition of the Achilles pillows though in the PG2. That feels really nice.
The PG2 seems to be a little lower.
What do you mean?
Just in overall height.
Oh yeah.
Because some of this here is just like a neoprene textile sock thing. So the PG2
basically
is
a low.
It's basically a low.
Yeah, and the 5 is a lot higher, which I guess will segue into support. But yeah, ankle support is a lot better in the Kyrie 5. It actually restricts your ankle movement, so you you're less prone to, I guess, rolling your ankle that way. But they are both pretty damn wide. You know,
there's a decent outrigger on the PG, even though it seems pretty thin.
Yes.
It's got this little outrigger coming off the outsole.
Yeah, so I would say the Kyrie 5 is a little bit wider, just by a little bit, but the outrigger makes the PG2 a lot wider than it looks. So you should be stable, and you shouldn't have any problems with, I guess, like lateral, I guess,
stability.
Yeah, with lateral stability, and no issues with lateral containment either. You know, you're locked in, and your foot is not sliding in the footbed at all either. So support and lockdown, I give it a tie. But I guess if you want that little extra ankle support, go with the Kyrie 5.
Heel to toe transition.
Heel to toe transition, I would say is I like the Kyrie 5 a little bit a little bit better because the PG2 is dead ass in the heel, and it doesn't feel clunky though, but it just like.
It's just a rough impact.
Yeah.
So you feel it.
Yeah. So I would say the Kyrie 5 feels a little bit smoother. Moving on to weight. What do you think? Probably PG2s are a little bit lighter, right?
PG2s are gonna be lighter.
So let's see. 13.58 for the Kyrie 5 and 11.92 for the PG2s.
Yeah.
So the PG2 definitely does feel lighter. It is a lower cut as well. What feels more responsive? I would say the Kyrie 5 just by a little bit. You know, traction is a little bit better and stuff like that. So Kyrie 5 for the win there.
Breaking time?
Breaking time, PG2. For me, I needed to break in the zoom unit just a little bit. But the materials you don't really need to break in. They're soft right out the gate. And traction you don't really need to break in either. But I needed to break in the translucent though. But just don't get the translucent out. So it sucks. You just get the solid. And the solid rubber you don't really need to break that in. The Kyrie 5, I needed to break in the outsole. I needed to break in the zoom unit. And also the materials are pretty damn stiff at first. So you need to break that in as well. So the Kyrie 5 does take longer to break in. So PG2 for the win there.
Any difference in just overall comfort?
Overall comfort, no. I would say they're both pretty damn comfortable. The zoom units feel nice, and the materials, they're thin and they get soft. So I would say if you're just casually walking around in it, they're both around, I guess, like pretty comfortable.
Any difference in ventilation?
Ventilation, no. I would give it a tie. Yeah.
Okay. Aesthetics.
Kyrie 5.
Kyrie 5.
Yes, especially the Dacos.
Yeah.
Dacos.
Let us know which one you guys like better. Durability?
Yeah, obviously the Kyrie 5 is going to be way better. The PG2 sucks.
Yeah.
Durability wise.
Price, and let's wrap this thing up.
Yeah, so $110 for the PG2s, and I guess the PG 2.5 is same thing.
Yeah.
We'll probably put PG 2.5 in the title because it's newer, but it's the same shoe, basically. So sorry about that for clickbait or whatever.
It does look a little better, the PG 2.5 than the 2.
Yeah.
So
the Kyrie 5 is $130, so a $20 price difference. I guess that's a good amount of money. PG2 is a pretty good performer, you know. The only problem I had was with the traction not being like the best. So yeah, I mean, if money does matter to you, the PG2 is a pretty good option. But I would just go for the better performer and, you know, I guess like save up $20 if you can and get the Kyrie 5s. And the Kyrie 5 I would say is the better performer as well. So yeah, Kyrie 5 for the win there. If you guys want to cop either of these shoes, we'll leave a link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
It does pick up a little. Damn.
Right.
Oh my god.
Oof. Damn, Randall, what you been eating?
Damn.